Docs, stats, YouTube. You don't need the stats. You just need the YouTube chat. Okay. Hope y'all are doing good today. There's that. Got a play to talk about. Alerted it in PM chat a little bit ago. But yeah, that was so fire. What up, Karma IFVG? Just getting both chats lined up. All right, cool. What up? What up? I'm going to turn on Facecam 2. So Facecam stream today. Let's do that one. Great call today. I know, thanks. We have this 1 minute coming up here. Let me lock in. And yeah, this looks pretty A plus, not gonna lie. I mean, just for continuation logs, but the problem is the draw isn't as good. Final draws are gonna be like this on hour one fill or 1 hour unfilled gap up here, and then we also have the last 1 minute gap. V shape looks incredible. Sweep looks incredible. This is an A plus pattern trade. Mechanic or subjectively, it's probably like a setup. Just because we're high up in premium and the draw isn't that good. But reaction for the 15-minute IO fed there is very nice. And then this is pretty V-shaped. So if you want to try this one, you definitely can. Singular funded eval, maybe even copy traded funded. And then target will be here at the obviously unfilled 1 minute and the highs there, and then the unfilled hourly for final TP. But keep in mind, we are 30 minutes before FOMC. So if you are concerned about risking anything before FOMC, just don't trade until probably around 240. So I'll kind of explain as we get out into FOMC more, kind of like how the timeline works for everything here. But for right now, I just kind of want to watch this trade play out and see how this goes. And I also want to recap the trade that I just alerted in PM right before stream. And it was this one, and I just caught 200 points. So today alone, I'm up over 400 points between Asia and this setup. This was just an incredible play. Let me share those executions. But yeah, this was about as A plus as you can get. A plus draw, A plus entry model. So took that one with 5 micros, scaled one here, scaled 2 here, scaled fourth one here, and then final one up here when we started to reverse flip through the candle. So 1 minute long here was A plus. Okay. So maybe we should wait 40 minutes after FOMC? Yeah, that's the gist. For this 1 minute, like I said, this is probably like a minus A setup. Singular funded, good eval play, but it's mostly a pattern trade. The only thing that you're really taking this play off of is the confluence of the 15-minute IO fed and just the overall trend. As far as drawing liquidity, it's not very good. With this setup, though, holy LRLR. This is the best LRLR I've seen on a chart in quite a while. And then we had this really nice momentum. I was so confident, in fact, in this LRLR that I went on Instagram and I said, if calls don't work here, I'm deleting my Instagram. And of course they do because, duh. And then we get this 1 minute inverse here and it just absolutely rips. And I made a shit ton of money off that. So that's about it. What's an IO Fed? Institutional order flow entry drill. It means like when basically price wicks into a fair value gap and has a nice reaction. So if you took this 1 minute and it, you're seeing it fail, there's a couple of reasons why, right? Pre-FOMC, not really a good draw on liquidity. Kind of a pattern trade, like I said. So makes sense. Also rejecting the 4 minute gap there. Reliable looks like you're average, dude. I am incredibly average. I want you guys to know that I am not special in any way. Any of you guys could do this and become profitable and make a shit ton of money trading. You don't need to be some like hyper rich influencer guy. Anybody can do it. So I'm your average guy. I've done it. And there's no reason why you can't. So am I trading FOMC? I probably will if we get a good setup. But the draws on liquidity are kind of like gone right now. So we probably need to accumulate more draws, maybe get like a data wick during FOMC's press conference. And that's about it. Do I pay for financial juice? I don't. Um, a lot of new IFG mentors treat unmitigated gaps as a very strong draw. What do you think? I think they're a B tier draw. They're not A tier, they're B tier. It also depends on the type of unfilled gap it is. So if it's lower time frame, it's not as good. If it's higher time frame, that's what you're looking for. Also, the size of the gap to kind of affects the draw. So if it's like a huge gap, kind of like how last night's Asia session trade was, that's going to be a void. And if it's a smaller gap, then that's not going to be as important. How long have I been profitable? I've been profitable now for 3 years. I got my first 5-figure payout in August of 2023, and I've just been going at it ever since. This year, I've been kind of being more transparent about my payouts, and I've been kind of posting quarterly updates about those. Last quarter, I didn't have as good of a quarter. This quarter, I'm crushing it. So hopefully by the end of this year, I'll have over $120,000 in payouts on prop firms. Obviously, always trying to do better than that, but that's the goal. So when you live trade in your PM session, I'll be joining today. Perfect. How worried about this Apex Live program should people be? The goal has always been live, guys. So if you're not trading to become a live trader, then you're not doing the right things. Dodgy tells us that not just anyone can do it. Yep, for sure. What I would like to say is I'm concerned lately, just looking on Instagram. I haven't really been somebody who's like tapped into the space until recently because I'm doing my own content research and I'm trying to figure things out. But the amount of people that I see giving misinformation online about ICT and the IFEG model is insane. So that's why I decided I wanted to join social media and post more. It's because I'm tired of seeing misinformation. I'm tired of seeing pattern traders. I'm tired of seeing people get misled and ultimately become a losing trader. And that's not what we should strive for on trading, Instagram and that kind of thing and Twitter. We should be striving for the best and getting consistent payouts. And these people that are putting out content are just not knowledgeable at all. So, going to be trying to put out as much free content as I can. Is Dodgy going to stream as well for free? It's just me today, I think for now. What's the timing when I trade on PM stream? I stream every day from 1:30 to 4, except for Friday. We take every Friday off. It's a good day to go and touch grass. Friday PMs aren't as good, but I still pay attention to the charts and I try and let you guys know if there's something I like. What's my Instagram? My Instagram is NQ Reliable. Pretty easy to remember. It's just my name with NQ in front. And I've been really active on there. I've been posting at least 2 reels a day, and I'm pretty active with stories and that kind of thing. Goal also is to just try and upload more YouTube content, but it's been kind of hectic trying to manage both Instagram and YouTube. So I'm trying to figure out a good system for that. But yeah, I have a nice system in place right now where pretty much every day after PM, all I'm doing is just grinding and making content, and throughout the day I'm also making content. So PM is not included with Dodgy's subscription. It is a separate subscription. If you go to the Claim PM Access channel, there's a few different subscription options for that. But it's only $50 a month, which is nice. So normally AM is $100. So if you're looking for a cheaper option where you can kind of get education and even get some trades too, PM has a win rate of about 76%. I think $50 a month is a steal. So most efficient way to backtest. I like actually I don't like FX Replay. I tried using them recently and they have a lot of issues with their platform on Google and Brave browser, which I was using. And so I'd probably maybe try something other than them. But that's about all the advice I can give because I've only really used FX Replay in the past and TradingView. It affects win rate, Scott. You can't really see SMTs. Like the reason why I TP'd up here is because I noticed that ES was kind of slowing up and we took out some key levels there. So link to sub for the PM with you, please. 50 is a steal. First time I hear about it. Yeah, so that is right here. I'll just post it a bunch of times so you guys can see it. But yeah, if you go to that Discord channel, there's a bunch of links that you can click on as far as monthly, yearly, and lifetime sub. So, hey bro, new to channel. What is my strategy / entry model? IFBGs. Do I have a recommendation for CISD learning? I can't understand ICT. I have a video on my YouTube channel, David, talking about SMR, and I go over CISDs there a little bit. So if you want some more information about that, that'd be a good place to start. And then obviously, Dodgy's Bootcamp is another good one, and just ICT in general. There's also a website called ictindex.io that has a lot of information about specific ICT related PD arrays and that kind of thing. For those of you in the YouTube stream, if you hear me talking and you don't see who I'm chatting with, I have about 350 people in the FOMC stream in Discord. If you'd like to come join us there, click on the Discord link in my bio and join up. Will I wait for 8 or 8:30? What do you mean? Normally, I trade pre-market if we have news and if it looks good. I don't necessarily prefer PM over AM. It just kind of depends on the price action. Some days I prefer AM. Some days I prefer PM. Do I stream Asia ever? I don't stream Asia. Last night was just like a exception to my rule about trading Asia. There was just a really nice day. So, as far as today, let's talk about something real quick. I'm probably not going to respond to any questions you make right now, so you might as well wait. But let's talk about real quick the FOMC kind of cycle, okay? So the schedule for FOMC is at 2 o'clock, okay? That's going to be our data release, okay? So when that data release happens, there's most likely going to be a data wick, okay? And this is going to be our Federal Reserve rate decision, okay? The reason why this is significant and moves markets is because whenever a federal interest rate comes out, it dictates the rest of the world's cost of debt, okay? And that impacts companies' ability to basically function. You know, it affects hiring, it affects their ability to scale and do R&D and all that kind of thing, because the more expensive debt is, the less money can be spent on other things, right? I think the number is for every percent increase in the FOMC interest rate, $3 trillion is taken out of the market. So if we see a quarter point move, that's $750 billion that can be spent on other things that improve the economy. Okay. That's number one. Number two is the FOMC press conference. Okay. And that's going to be at 2:30. And what this is we have Fed Warsh coming on and telling us all of the reasons why the Federal Reserve made its rate decision, and also telling us the future rate decisions and future ideas that the Federal Reserve has. There's going to be some Q&A here. Most of the heavy-hitting questions are going to be answered within the first 15 minutes, and then after that, there really shouldn't be too much manipulation. So that's why we wait until after 2:45, 2:40 to start trading FOMC for real. Now, there is a small pocket of time between 2:05 and 2:25 where you might be able to get a trade in to target that data wick, but we're going to be very careful about that, okay? The webpage for the ICT thing is ictindex.io, Maya. Okay. Does that answer everyone's questions about what our plan is for FOMC today? Okay, we're going to wait for our data wick at 2. If we get a nice trade to it, we might take it. If not, we're going to wait until 2:45, and then we're going to look for a trade after that. Okay. There is a 30% chance they raise rates. So the reason why we kind of had the dump today is partially because of that. I imagine some investors are getting a little concerned about that raise in rates, because then that's going to affect, like I said, the global purchasing power. Okay. Is FOMC guessing or not? I wouldn't try and guess the direction of FOMC. Like, it's not like a CPI candle where like you can really like pass an account on that or anything. I would just wait until it comes out. How many trades do we take in PM? So in a typical week, we usually take between 2 and 4 trades per week, winners and losers. Over the course of the last almost 2 years of PM, I've taken probably 300 to 400 trades. I don't know what the exact total is, but all I do know is that we've gotten over like 5,000 plus points over that time, and 240 RR. So it's definitely a good enough session to trade. If you've heard otherwise before, it's probably just because those people aren't patient enough to trade it. It's definitely, if you join PM and you trade PM, you're going to learn how to be a patient trader. So if that's something you're struggling with, I would definitely recommend it. What time frame am I normally using? So normally I trade on the 1 to 5 minute time frame, but I will do analysis across all time frames. Is it safe to hold 1 minute long through Fomc? I wouldn't. If you're still in the 1 minute long, I'd probably cut it because it failed. What's my win rate in PM? It's about 76%. Is it specific if rates drop means bullish or rate increase means bearish, or still need to watch price? Still need to watch price, but most of the time that's what it means. So if we keep interest rates the same or decrease them, that means that the Fed is expecting um, more like, I guess, economic difficulty, right? And so they want to make debt cheaper so that businesses will have more money to utilize for their own purposes. And then if the economy is doing really well and businesses have plenty of money, then we see interest rates to curb inflation. Okay. I am Eastern, Denord. How many accounts do I copy at the most? 10. Is trading PM/AM session as profitable as AM session? It's just, I would say the main thing is that there's just less opportunity between those two sessions, but they're still just as profitable. When can you trade as FOMC is today? Yeah, you can trade if it's 11:18 p.m. in your country. You'll be able to trade in 45 minutes, so at 12 or like 12:10. Are we feeling like a giveaway? I might feel like a giveaway. If you guys can get me to 1,000 followers on Instagram or YouTube, I'll do a giveaway. Handle for both is NQ reliable. Okay. So if you guys can get me to 1,000 followers on Instagram or YouTube, I will give away an account. Okay, we're about 112 followers away on Instagram, and I don't know. What am I at on my YouTube? 870 on YouTube. Okay. How to learn my strategy. So I have a little entry model video on my YouTube. Um, and then also if you just hang out in here, you join PM, I go over it pretty much every day. What's my average RR? Usually like 1.6 for PM, I think. But in the last 3 days, I've had trades that are 6+ R. This trade alone that I took right now was and alerted in the PM chat, by the way. So hard stop there. I caught 200 points on the runner, so this trade alone was 5.5 R. And then here are the executions for that, and now we're just kind of hanging out. But yeah, this was a banger. Made about $1,300 on this trade per account. Do I show trade executions in PM stream? I do, yeah. So here you go. Here's trade executions. I'll let you guys know like when I'm taking something or whether I like something, but obviously not financial advice. What do I think about trading earnings report data wicks? I think it's great. I think those hit pretty high. In fact, there was one a couple weeks ago that we targeted that worked out pretty nice. But not just the data wicks themselves. I also just like trading earnings. A couple days ago, I called it a Google earnings play that printed quite nicely. Aren't CISDs and OBs at the same place? So every CISD is an order block, but not every order block is a CISD. Okay, that's the key. Right here, this is technically a 1 minute CISD. This also is a 1 minute CISD. What else? Sub your IG and YouTube. I appreciate it, guys. What time do you stream then every day? Sorry if this was already answered. I stream every day 1:30 to 4. If you guys have any questions about the PM schedule, check out this channel. I'm not sure if that's public to everyone, but if it's not, I'll make sure it is. Yeah, it should be. Okay. So yeah, if you guys have questions about PM schedule, there it is. Do I always wait for the higher time frame inversion of the price lake? I don't. Sometimes I'll take the lowest time frame inversion. It just kind of depends on the quality of the draw. I have a lot of different discretionary rules that I use depending on the draw and liquidity, and everything about my trading is built off of the draw and liquidity. What did I say about the new IFG trading mentors using the unfilled gap as a draw? I was basically just saying that it's a B tier draw most of the time on the higher time frame. And so I'll always like look at like other draws first. But this long is kind of working out nice if you took it. I know I said I would probably cut it because it lost, but I mean, yeah, the draw here is definitely to the upside. Order flow is definitely bullish, so probably looks like price is going to head higher here. We have the 4-minute close in about 10 seconds. We close above that, we should be good to go to the high here, and then the unfilled 1 minute will be the first target. And then we'll have this target up here next. But we do have the FOMC press conf or data release in 8 minutes. So just be cautious, but definitely looks good. For this trade you took, what was your draw? My draw was the LRLR. This LRLR was, in my opinion, very textbook. What do you guys think? 1105 to 1151. I cut it for break even and now it rips. Yeah, honestly, that's fine. Have I heard of a new concept called sponsorship? I have. I don't pay attention to it. Have you heard of the oh gosh, what's it called? The ICT. What was the one concept he had? It was like the demon entry, or I don't remember. There's like the Venom model, that's what it was. Yeah. No, 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 not Devil's Mark. The Venom model, like that was something he came out with for a while and then that just went nowhere. That's kind of how I feel about sponsorship is. Yeah, the Reaper, yeah, just ignore all that. Which ICT mentorships did you watch? 2022, 2016 core content. Why did 930 shirt not work, but the 938 did? 930 was a break even, right? Because we ran the low. And then 938 was the winner. Why one worked over the other? I don't know. Sometimes trades just don't work. I can't able to hold my trades for higher R. Any suggestions? Just leave your stop at break even for one trade after you've already scaled partials and just see how hard or how high it goes. And then as we put in PD arrays that shouldn't be disrespected if we're to remain bullish, trail your stop to there. So for example, if you took the 1 minute long here, you could trail your stop after like, let's say we put in like this order block because we really shouldn't come back to a balanced 1 minute plus an order block. And then after that, you can trail it to like this low here because we shouldn't come back to a 1 minute balanced gap if unless we're bearish. And then you should like trail it to here because we shouldn't be violating that order block, right? And then you can stop yourself out. So that's kind of how you can manage your position in live time. Yeah, good question. Why was I short biased this morning? I just had a feeling, based on the trend that we've been following on the higher time frame, and the reaction during Asia session last night. I didn't really think we were bullish. We kind of swept out all the major higher time frame draws and had that bearish reaction, so I was definitely looking for shorts. But yeah, obviously Dodgy was kind of leaning more bullish or neutral, and he just had his conditions set for the 15-minute here and this, and obviously that worked out too. So that's kind of the key. I'm never really like married to a bias. I'm always just adapting. Okay. Oh, by the way, in case you guys were wondering, let me just size this properly. Use code reliable on Tradeify or Lucid. Those two firms have gotten me the most payouts this year. I really love them. Am I going to get a percentage of the money you spend on there? Absolutely. Do I think it's in your best interest to do use those accounts? Absolutely. If you just look at the math, it just makes sense. Lucid is the best value for any prop firm account. I don't care what anybody says regarding cheaper accounts like Apex or MFFU or whatever. All of those accounts have worse rules. Lucid Flex is the best. I'm live with Lucid for a reason because I use those accounts. Okay. What are my lifetime payouts? Coming up on 200. Coming up on 200K in I don't know, 2 years. So Which trade fake accounts do I like the most? I like the selects. How many live accounts do I trade? I have 5 live, and then I have another like 20 or so odd funded. Okay, Caesar, appreciate it. I don't know why it says that, but we'll update. Thank you for the heads up. But yeah, I've been posting all of my payouts from this year. I've been kind of doing a recap. I think in the first quarter, I did almost 40K in payouts and I did 30K on Lucid alone. And then the second quarter, I did, I think, like 15K. So on the year, I'm at like 55. After this month, I'll probably be at 70. And then I'm hoping to get to 120 by the end of the year. But yeah, I try and be pretty transparent. Do I have my own Discord? No, this is my Discord. Welcome. I mean, this is Dodgy's Discord, but this is my section of the Discord. My little neighborhood in the Discord, if you will. Do I have a live account? I don't have my own personal live, but I do have a Lucid live account. I don't really know anything about like the new firms that are coming out. All I know is the AAA, which are Lucid, Tradeify, Apex, Top Step, TPT. I wouldn't trade with Alpha anymore since they rug pulled, but yep, MKZ. Not 10, like I trade 10 accounts in a group, but I will trade multiple groups. So I have like almost 30 accounts, but yeah. Why don't you trade your own live? Because I like to risk other people's money, and for right now with taxes, it just makes more sense to be a 1099 employee instead of having to pay short-term capital gains and have to be trader status. But once I make enough money trading, I'll definitely switch to trader status in a live account. It's just easier too. Would I agree with that? I would agree with that list. That's a good list. MFFU, I don't know why it's in the gay section. They're not that bad, but yeah, yeah. Is Dodgy the GOAT? Dodgy is a GOAT. Nobody's the GOAT. Nobody can be the GOAT of trading. Do I always have to be in premium or discount? And if so, what time frame? You don't always have to be in premium or discount for longs or shorts. The only time you can take longs and premium is if we have an A+ draw, and shorts and discount if we have a A+ like short draw. Okay. Otherwise, you want to be looking for longs from discount, shorts from premium for B draws or worse. How long have I been trading? I've been trading for 6 years. I traded options for 6 years, and then I've been trading futures for over 3 now. Was I really dodgy student? I was really dodgy student. I joined the Discord in January of 2023. I started learning from him in March of 2023. I think at one point I was like about to give up, and I left the Discord in June of 2023. And then I was like, you know what? I'll give it a second chance, join back, got my first payout in July of 2023. And then I got my first 5-figure payout in August. So what did I do before trading? I am 24, so I was at school and I had a couple internships. I was planning on going into cybersecurity. I had an internship at Rocket Companies and then an internship at Dow Chemical. I also did DoorDash. Also, Holy Pump. Okay, so long work there. This is the rate decision coming out. We will see what Financial Juice tells us about that rate decision, but if I had to guess, it is positive. So there's that last target. There's the high. There was anybody holding a runner from the initial 1 minute long down here? Because that's probably where I would have TP'd. Also, there's a data wick, but now we have a problem. It's kind of like a protected high, potentially. JPLN, if that happens to you, try and get the retrace play after the draw has been hit. TPT daily payout versus Lucid daily. I don't know because I don't do the daily payouts. I do the flex accounts. Okay, so they came in, no interest rate increase, so that's why we just pumped. Okay, makes sense, right? We talked about that beforehand. There was about a 30% chance that they were going to increase, and they didn't. So, very cool. Is it best to wait until after 2:30 to trade FOMC? Probably. But yeah, now there's not really a good draw. So we didn't get a data wick. We didn't really get a good draw. So now we're just going to kind of have to pattern trade and take whatever we see. But at the moment, I think price is clearly bullish to most likely the AM high here. It looks like we have this LRLR that we want to run. Do you guys see that on the hourly? So if I had to guess, that's kind of what we're going to go for next. And maybe we'll run this. Okay, so 28,061 is probably my draw for now. And yeah, if you guys were on my Instagram when I started talking about calls down here, you are now rich. So congratulations. The calls I was looking at, if I remember correctly, were 366 on QQQ. I can't even imagine what they are now. Or no, not 366. What was it? It was at the strike down here. 664, I think is what it was. So yeah, those are like $10 in the money. I would have made like probably $1,000 per contract on those. I should have. Hey, it's Mr. Dodgy. How are you doing today, Mr. Dodgy? Can I show my settings for Dodgy's indicator? Sure. I think I just have the default settings. But yeah, that was nice. So yeah, we're probably going to run these highs, if I had to guess. Okay. So another 200 points away for that. Oh yeah, that was good Instagram content for sure. Definitely, for sure. Why doesn't Dodgy's indicator come with his premium? I don't know. Dodgy, why doesn't it? I have a pretty good idea of why, but I don't know. It might just be a hunch. I don't like to assume. Reliable face cam. Hell yeah, brother. How is post FOMC Asia PA like? It's okay. It's usually decent. What's my draw? G. I want 28,061. Let's check up on Instagram, see if we've hit that 1,000 follower count that I'm looking for to give away an account. Nope, we're still 88 away. So if you guys want me to give away an account today, go follow the Instagram or the YouTube. Whichever one hits 1,000 followers first is when I'll do the giveaway, okay? I guess I'll throw that on the screen because why not? Giveaway at 1,000 followers on Insta or YouTube. Okay. Let's do 32. If we get an inverse up, what's the rating? Like a B. Would I recommend trading post FOMC Asia or avoid it? It depends. We'll see. I don't do discounts. I don't have anything on Dodgy's pricing. So I can't make any adjustments for that. But what I can do is I can give you a prop firm code if you go follow my YouTube. Maybe there's a chance. Do I stream PM sometimes? I stream PM every day in the Discord. For those of you that don't know me, I am reliable. I am kind of Dodgy's helper in the Discord. I stream PM full time. It's my gig here. So if you'd like to join us, go to wap.com/nqreliable. But if you don't know me and you want to check out more of what I do, you also have the YouTube and the Instagram there. And then I cover all of Dodgy's streams whenever he's not there. So if he has a flight or he's busy in the morning, I'm there to support him. Okay. But yeah, I've been trading IFGs for 3 years now. So any and every question you have about him, I could probably answer. What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
we're live with my UCLA class right now. They can all see you.
What up, UCLA? what is it, Bruins?
Yeah.
Go Bruins.
So I just kind of showed them. We were just watching Price, and I was like, I counted down. I'm like, ready, watch this. 3, 2, 1. And then we get the giant candle. They're like, whoa. So funny.
Very nice.
Yo. All right, that's AI. That's AI. I did not mean to open up chat.
Uh, that's funny.
So, all right, reliable. So I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you looking for to happen?
So right now I'm looking for
And why?
price to run 28,066.
Don't say why. Don't say why. Don't say why.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Guys, we have fun here. We have fun in
There's
Dodgy's
all
Discord.
there's all those stop losses above what? Above the what is this called though? Trend line. So that creates what in the market to go hit it? No, it's fuel. Exactly. Good job. So right now, reliable is looking for higher price. All right, and are we in an uptrend or downtrend here? Yeah, we are uptrending. Okay. So if I go back to my chart, we can see an uptrend. All right. Thanks, reliable.
Yep. We'll catch you later, guys.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Good luck.
Thanks. So yeah, the idea for taking a trade right now, dream scenario, is most likely after price sweeps buy side, we'll look for a retracement to balance the inefficiencies we create, or we can look for a continuation long, but it has to be like sweep delivery, like A plus entry model. And like right now, we just don't have that. Okay. We also have earnings today, apparently. I thought that we were tomorrow. Oh shit, we have Microsoft and Meta. Well, I have Microsoft stock, so hopefully they do good today. Um, but yeah, today just might be a hectic, wild day. I'm not gonna lie. Um, if we can engineer liquidity, like here, we could potentially get like a long setup where we go for these relative equal highs. Only problem is, I think we're in like the last gap in the leg now, so we'll see. What website was that? So the financial juice is there. Earnings Whisper is where we have all of our, um, you know, whatever it's called, earnings announcements and that kind of thing. So there's the link for that, but it's just a calendar. Okay. Reliable, do you also trade Asia or do you never trade Asia? I traded Asia last night and made 180 points. So every once in a while, I'll do it if it makes sense. But most of the time, I don't. For Trump News, what I use Financial Juice. I'll be a little late for it. So shorts belong if A plus. Yeah, if we can get a good long, we'll take that. I'm not looking for shorts yet. I'm still looking for buy side. If we take out buy side and get a nice reaction, I might look for shorts, but only as a retracement, not as like full-fledged reversal. But yeah, maybe. Probably just look for 1-to-1. Does that cover his tweets? Yes, this covers Trump's tweets. So like this 1 minute I wouldn't take. And the reason why is because you're longing too high up in premium. So like the 1 minute long we just got, and then the short I wouldn't take because we didn't get a sweep of the high there, and we have an SMT at this low, and it doesn't go along with our bias, doesn't go along with the draw on liquidity. So yeah. What's my win rate in PM? 76% according to the sheet. I've tracked each PM trade that we've taken, put it in PM trade recap. So if you're curious about those, you can go check that out. I still have to update the sheet through the last couple months, but I've just been very busy, and obviously you guys can see all the content I'm making. So what do I look for in a continuation model? I look for an A plus entry model aligned with a good draw on liquidity. Usually a retrace to 0.5 of the dealing range we're in. So something like this was kind of good, right? Where we came back to 0.5, or if we could sweep that low at 0.5. And then also here, like this continuation long potentially was good, right? Because we had the long off of 0.5 again here of dealing range. So continuation plays should get like a retrace back to discount. Can I share that sheet? Only the template, not the trades? The template for the sheet, I can try. It's not my template, so I don't really know anything about it. I actually had somebody make it for me, and I gave them an account for free. They manually input all of the data. They did a bunch of data entry. So, do I care about the data wick? We don't have a data wick. So, no, it wasn't Mata. Mata was too slow. He said he would get to it, and then it took him like 2 weeks, and so I had to get somebody else. Do I make educational videos? I have a few on my YouTube. I'm gonna make more, but I have a lot of stuff on my Instagram already. Can you explain how you know the high is protected? I don't. Oh, you just mean like in general? So we know a high is protected or a low is protected if we have like a wick that's created inside of a fair value gap. So if we were to look to the left here, there would be a fair value gap, right? And then if we sweep that low with another wick, this low is protected and it becomes unprotected, meaning we can go back to it after we sweep out the high that creates the protected low. Okay, so here's the swing that creates the protected low. Once we take out this high, it's no longer protected. We can go back to it. But all this is saying is the orders down here aren't very strong. So we should go to these orders first up here. Okay, that's the gist of protected high and low. This short looks good in my eyes. FOMC is kind of a void right now. We need to fill it, and also LRLR below. So we've kind of already filled the void with this candle down, so I don't really think we need to come down any lower to fill it. But yes, there's an unfilled 5-minute that we should balance. So you're targeting a C tier draw on liquidity when we have the press conference in about 15 minutes. So probably why we're stalling, probably why we're chopping. The LRLR above would be good, but it's not confirmed that we're going to run this yet because we're still waiting on the 1 hour close above this gap to assume we're going to run those highs. Okay. So that's a key that you need to pay attention to whenever you're looking to target a draw on liquidity. If order flow isn't confirmed that we're going to go to those highs, it's kind of risky unless you have like a nice A plus setup and you're longing from discount. On the 1 minute, this LRLR would be good, but like I said, with the long above, there's no reason for us to go there until we inverse the 5 minutes. So maybe if we got the 5-minute inverse, that short would be good. Maybe we can use that as a condition, but for right now, no, there's no reason to think we'll go down to there. Is there more news? There is. So we have the press conference at 2:30 where they'll be answering questions regarding future rate decisions. Can I explain dealing range? Pretty much if you look at the price swing that we're on, if we haven't made a higher high or lower low out of it, this is our dealing range, okay? So you see how this high never made a higher high? So this is in our dealing range. This whole legged price is our dealing range. That's the gist. So we have lower time frame dealing ranges, higher time frame dealing ranges, and you look at it based on the time frame you're on. What's the minimum tier of liquidity you would target for a high probability trade? Any liquidity can be good for a high probability trade. You just need more confluences. The worse the tier of liquidity is. Oh, appreciate it, Dominic. Appreciate it. Look at ES Data Week. We already swept that, I think. Do I use rejection blocks? I did. I used a rejection block last night for my short in Asia. Rejection blocks are just protected highs and lows, basically. What are your A plus tier draw? Unfilled, giant new week opening gaps, A plus LRLR, like this one right here. Equal highs, usually on swing points on the higher time frame, and data wicks. Those are my 4. There might be more, but I think those are the major ones. Isn't the New York PM high part of the hourly LRLR? No, it is not. It's not quite. Yes, that rejection block was key. That's the one I used last night. Yes, data wicks, yep. So coming down, tapping into this 5-minute now, if we're looking to be bullish here, we would expect an IO Fed out of the gap and for price to just continue higher. Do I use 10 a.m.? I do use 10 a.m. yet for reversals and for targets. Is it completely fine to just not take the trade if there's only C tier draw? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. If you see like an A plus entry model setup that's like has like a bunch of confluences though, like I would never fade the C tier draw, but yeah, you can. Yeah, a data candle is sometimes when we get predetermined news, we will print these giant candles, and on those candles we'll leave wicks. Okay, those wicks become good draws in liquidity, and the reason why is because in the short amount of time that the candle prints, we leave a lot of inefficient price action. And so usually price needs to come back to balance each side of the candle before continuing in whatever direction it's meant to draw. Check ES, please. What about it? I have it pulled up, by the way, on my other monitor here, but what about it? Asia is from 8 p.m. Eastern until 12 p.m. Eastern. London is from 2 a.m. Eastern until 5 a.m. Eastern. So we have this 30-second inverse here. Very high up in premium coming off the 5-minute gap. Nice IO Fed, but like I said, wouldn't take it. It's not A plus enough for me. That the gap isn't good enough size, and I don't know. I mean, it might work, but I'd probably want to see the 1-minute close above 2. And then maybe that could work. Might be okay. Because we were in a bearish trend day today, Max. We were in a bearish trend day until about 12:15. So if we don't get a reversal at 10, you have to wait till 11. If we don't get a reversal at 11, we're probably in a bearish trend day. Asia timings are 8 p.m. Eastern or 2000, and then until 00. Let me check how many followers I have on Instagram. I'm at 927. We're not going to get to 1,000, guys. No giveaway. Come on. Tell your friends. Create burner accounts. Do what you have to do if you want these accounts to be given away. IG is NQ reliable. At 1,000 followers on Instagram or YouTube, I will be giving away not one, but 2 brand new Lucid Flex evals. Okay. If you don't have an Insta, make one. Why do I need followers? I don't know. I don't. I don't need followers. I just like them. It's cool. One of the most boring FOMCs, kinda. But hopefully I'm making it somewhat entertaining and hopefully you're learning something new. Been a follower on YouTube for a minute. I appreciate it for following. It's illegal to coerce followers. You can get banned for that. Is it illegal or is it against Instagram's terms of service? Because I'm pretty sure it's not either. Oh. Oh wow. I don't think that's coercion. I think it's just if like you can tell people to follow your account for a giveaway, right? Yeah, like that's not you like I've seen so many times people be like, in order to qualify for this giveaway, you have to be following the account and you have to be, doing XYZ. Like that's yeah, why am I being baited? What's going on? It's always the blue names doing things. All right, so 5 minute here, getting tapped into again. Let's see. Is the LRLR being generated right now good for longs? No, this lower time frame isn't that good. This is like probably B tier LRLR. A tier is like the one that we had before. Yeah, exactly. MS. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, PJ does that. Like, there's so many people I've seen do that. Does London AM act like New York AM in terms of 9:30 open having volatility and 10 a.m. having a reverse? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to London, so I'm probably not the best person to ask for that. How do I recommend sizing and evals that are half past or in general? I always struggle in the back half. Usually I just risk like 500 per trade. Well, here's what you can do. Okay, so if you're trading an end of day, okay, each trade you take that puts the account into profit adds to your profit for that day only. So if you're in profit, you should be going for the max consistency every single day on an eval on those end of day accounts. So what I recommend doing is sizing lower, and then as you make more profit throughout the day, you can size up until you finally get to the profit that you need. But I would only recommend taking A+ setups on those, okay? So slow and steady kind of snowball into more and more profit. And then if you lose, just, stop trading when there's no more draw. Dang. Would it be better if we came down to the 30-minute? I think if we inverse this 5-minute, we'll be able to short and run these lows. Potentially. Potentially. We're kind of delivering off this. How do you enter the giveaway? Just follow. I will randomly pick people from here. I actually don't know how I'm going to do it. How should I do it? What would be the most effective way to do it? How does Dodgy do it? I mean, I have the spinner, but he just randomly picks people, right? Yeah, I'll just randomly pick somebody. I'll like scroll up and down like the viewer list, and whatever my mouse lands on is the person that gets it. Okay. It'll be randomized. That'll be easy. By the way, guys, not in the chat, not in the chat. I'll just do it from the audience. You guys don't have to spam the chat. Don't worry. We haven't hit 1,000 followers anyway yet, so we're at 965 though. We're close. We're 35 away. You guys almost did it. A Discord bot would be A plus. Check with Ryan later. Yeah, I will. Potential short setup looks like, yeah, this 5-minute short actually looks pretty good to run this LRLR below. Is the risk to reward here good? Risk to reward isn't half bad. What do you guys think? I would pay attention to this 1 minute. Some of these trades can kind of trip me up, especially since we have the press conference in 8 minutes. So I don't know. Okay, will do for the future APOF. I appreciate it. Yeah, stop loss here is big. So this is probably like a 1 micro kind of trade. Will the press conference be bullish too? No idea. It's kind of like how, company earnings, how they come out with the data for their financial statements and that kind of thing, and then they do like the press conference after, like the investor meeting, whatever. That's kind of what FOMC is like. 976. All right, guys, 24 more. We're almost there. I don't even know what the YouTube is at. I can't tell. No, I will make sure. By the way, the only way to win the giveaway is if you can send me proof that you're both following me on Instagram and YouTube. It's the only way to win. My draw was 28,000, but obviously I'm going to be reacting to price. So if price is going to tell me that order flow is changing, I'm going to change my draw on liquidity to whatever price is telling me. Okay. Send proof when? After I pick the winner. So yeah, we're coming back to this unfilled 15 here. So yeah, this 5 minute is kind of risky. You're shorting into some other stuff. I'm at 893 on YouTube. Okay, cool. All right, 18 more guys for Instagram. How many people are watching me on YouTube right now, by the way? I can't even see. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, in the YouTube chat. I was it was not showing me the live chat. It was showing me the top chat. It's delayed? Oh, I thought I did the live one. Oh, wow. First time I see Reliable's face. Hi, if you want to see more of my face, go to my Instagram, NQ Reliable. I think you can get the delay on YouTube down to about 5 seconds, but you have to use a method to do that. But yeah, guys, I was calling for longs all the way down here. You can check my Instagram story. It seemed really obvious price was going to head back to the highs. And this was probably the best 2022 model long we've had in I don't know how long. So I caught longs from here on the 1 minute confirmation setup. What do you think at 10 a.m. open? I don't really pay attention to it. Do the data wicks on Dow and MES affect NAS? No data wicks on either of those should affect the NASDAQ. The reason why is because if you look at the stocks by weight in the Dow, there's almost zero overlap with the NASDAQ. So it like just does not matter. Also, ES doesn't really have a data wick. We swept both sides. So yeah, there's just no data wick draws on the chart right now, guys. If you want a tip for the YouTube vids or reels, some subtitles would be great. YouTubers use it a lot to capture the attention. Some, yes, yeah, I have the auto caption thing with CapCut. I'm just trying to push out a lot of content very fast, and that takes a really long time. So whenever there's like something that happens, I usually just push things out. But yes, I've done captions on some of the videos, just not all of them. But thanks for the tip. Appreciate it. 6 more followers, guys. What am I looking for currently? I'm currently looking at the 5-minute short. Are we watching Kev? Who's Kev? I don't know Kev. Kev Warsh. Oh, we can. Yeah, let's pull him up. Oh, all right. We're still waiting. 4 more, guys. 4 more until I hit 1,000 followers. I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support you've shown me over the last few days. In the last few days, I've gotten almost 50,000 views on Instagram after only posting for a few days. So I really appreciate the love you guys have shared me. I'm going to keep putting out a lot of free content on there and my YouTube. So if you want to continue to check that stuff out, you know, I'm going to support you guys the same way you support me. There's 1,000. It's time to give away. Gonna give it away, like I said, based on the audience. So I am just going to, let me check. Okay. Should I do 50Ks or 25Ks? What would you guys rather have? The 25s are easier. Okay, it looks like a little bit of both. How about this? I will leave it up to the person I pick, okay? I'll leave it up to the person I pick. All right. So I'm going to randomly scroll up and down, not looking. Okay. Let's go with uh that one. Okay, I clicked on questions, but the person closest to my mouse was Kfran. Kfran8363. I need you to send proof that you are following me on Instagram or YouTube, please. Okay, so that is number 1. Number 2. Let's see. All right, it is that person. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have no idea. What are the odds of that? Okay, it was the exact same person. So they really are the winner. That one. Snails. Snails 0308. 0308. Snails 0308. Okay. You won the second account. All right, guys, that was the giveaway. Thank you guys all for supporting. I guess you guys can now unfollow me on Instagram if you hate me because you didn't win. Um, how about this? How about this? How about this? Oh my god, you guys were serious. I was joking. I was joking. Don't unfollow me, please. There was one more account I was going to give away. I was just baiting. Oh my god. Is Warsh speaking? Let me check. Warsh is coming out right there. Oh my goodness, the chat. All right, so we got to be quick. We got to be quick. How about this? How about this? We'll save it for the end of the stream, okay? The last account will be given at the end of the stream, okay? You got to stick around. All right. So let's check out what Kevin Warsh is saying. You guys can stop spamming the chat now, okay? If you don't stop spamming, I'm gonna have to start kicking people, and then you won't be able to get the account. Yo, stop spamming. Please, please. All right, PM chat, so that you guys aren't missing out on your value. If you have questions for me, just ask them in PM chat. I might not even pay attention to the mainstream anymore because everyone keeps spamming. All right, all right, all right. Oh, Discord is bugged, guys. It's not them. It's if you guys spam too many times on Discord, that's just what happened. Also, that 1 minute, holy, we just missed it. Okay, this 5 minute down looks pretty good. Let me do this. So we're paying attention to the 5 minute here. If we get the 1 minute order block and the 5 minute order block, yo! Hey man, guess who just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram? Mm-hmm. Okay, you don't like the LRLR here? Okay. There you guys go. I just see the potential for like the maybe the unfilled 30 minute down there. Maybe like a 0.5 retrace type situation. Okay. Heard it here. How'd the UCLA class go? Are you guys still there? Uh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Damn. Probably. Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's why. At the end of the day, you can watch all the YouTube videos you want, but that's not even nowhere near 100 hours I'm teaching these kids. First of all, and after
Yeah.
that, you're just gonna need the back test on your own.
Well, let's do some math. How long have you been trading for? 6 years? Okay. Well, he stopped talking. So let's assume Dodgy's traded for 6 years,
8 years
250.
now. 16.
Eight.
I'm 24.
Okay. So let's assume 250 days a year you're trading. How many hours a day you think you traded?
Me,
Yeah.
on average, I would say I'm watching the market like 2 hours.
2 hours. So that's 500 hours each year minimum times 8 years. That's 4,000 hours. So you're trying to teach these kids 4,000
Yeah.
hours of experience. And I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably going to take like at least two to 300 hours.
Yeah, I can literally talk for so much more.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I thought I'd just be too little time.
Yeah.
It is not. So
Pretty crazy.
one of my students or one of the UCLA students took a long from the bottom
Hmm.
There's a market structure shift at the bottom on like the 1 minute. Like, yeah, right there. See that swing, last swing high we broke? Yeah, right there, right there. Down, 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 lower. The other one. Yeah, right there. And then he took the retrace into the like the 3 or 5 minute fair value gap. Yeah, like kind of like where that is.
Hey man, I gotta show you
So
something.
on that pullback he just bought. And he's like, "Is this a good entry?" And I'm like, "Yep."
Look at what I took.
Yeah, same thing he took. Well, he
Wh-
never took the inverse. He just took the retracement.
200 points. I'm up over 400 points today between Asia and that trade.
Yeah,
Shit
yeah,
is
that
nice.
too. I forgot about back testing,
Oh yeah, that's probably another 2,000
dude.
hours right there.
Yeah, holy. I probably back tested for 2 to 3,000 hours.
You know what's crazy though? They say you need at least 10,000 hours to be considered a professional at something.
To master something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I know.
So we're still getting there.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, man, that's so
What are we
awesome.
doing right now? Are we holding this gap?
When is Keeflo doing the thing at U of M?
He's doing it now. This week he's been doing it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Dude, they want to expand this, bro. They want me to help UCLA and all these other colleges. They want me to help them with their marketing to get more kids to do this.
Sure.
And they want me to do it again. And like, dude, low key, like, you know how I say I just like kind of let God take me wherever he takes me? Like this could low key be another thing
Yeah.
that I do.
The next
Like
step,
teach
man.
college classes.
IRL signal
Yeah.
bots.
But I'm gonna help them try to maybe market it.
Yeah.
UCLA is paying for all expenses, car rental, dinners here while I'm here. So I'm gonna have to invoice them, but it's super sick.
Nice. Very
Do we
nice.
have a long here? This looks good for a long.
Yeah, it looks like Kevin's giving us the good news.
Yeah, low key, this looks good for long. If we put it in an order
Thank you for
block
taking our
here,
questions, Mr.
We already
Trader.
I
missed
would
it though.
expect us to,
You've had a couple
yeah, I would
months
expect
now,
us to
or
run
9 weeks, or whatever number it is,
the trend line
to
20
see the
vote.
markets
Yeah.
behave in the absence of
Yeah,
One
the
minute,
5 minute
30
order
seconds
block.
to the
forward guidance. I'm wondering if you
Yeah.
could tell me what message are you getting from the markets as to where policy ought to be right now?
Yeah, so I think officially it's 8 weeks and 4 days, but I'm not counting. The message from markets is the message from markets. What I've really been trying to do, Steve, as I think you appreciate, your colleagues appreciate, is getting an unfiltered message from markets, getting a
Yeah, the
direct
1 minute was
message.
decent.
Letting buyers and sellers meet at prices for treasuries, for the foreign exchange value of the dollar.
You marked the
And then
potential order
trying
block,
to
I think.
judge for ourselves, what does that mean about our remit? How
Nice,
are we doing
Miramar.
on inflation? How are we doing on employment?
Yo, you see that
Trying
tiny
not to
5 minute gap
interfere
too,
with
right?
that market signal. That's part of the
Yeah.
reason
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we've been somewhat spare in our words.
I told
Well,
the kids,
where
do
we
not,
pulled back from
no,
forward
to the
guidance.
left. I
So
told
they're
the kids
reacting to
we're going to take
events,
a
I
long
would
at the
say,
5
much
minute
more
versus.
directly
No, there's a higher
over
one.
the 42 days since we last met.
I see that.
Right
This
there,
is a
yeah.
good thing.
So
As
I drew
mentioned
that
in the
out and I
prepared
said,
remarks,
long
we've
if
seen
we.
a
I
material
told them about
tightening, not
paper
just
trade
in
long if
nominal
we
rates,
inverse that.
but in real rates too. And we're observing it. We're trying to stay out of
Awesome,
it.
K. Yeah, no, I think I had this marked at the beginning of stream 2. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a good chase. Go break even. Up there. If we get the 5 here in the OB, I might just like take a micro for fun.
Right, 3 goes above.
Alrighty, let's
Yeah,
see.
so all my students are gonna take this. I told them to take this. They
So
literally just all entered. So
maybe here, break even.
yeah, we
It's
can
like
hit this pump here.
90 points away. I might just go break even when
I'll break
ES hits its
even at
high.
948 on NQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told every single person in my class, I'm like, all right, guys,
TP there, TP here. All right, that would be the idea. Okay.
Summer Jack goes, GG, I got cooked on the short. I told you, bro, shorts were terrible.
I'm gonna have to TP
Not
here.
only long here.
On my evals, I'm gonna have to take this here. I mean, my fundeds, I'm just gonna run this, but I'm gonna have to take profit right here. I'm gonna hit max consistency. Yeah, I'm out there. Wow. Wow, that was a banger. Holy shit.
There's a first CP, there's a break even. I would target higher, but you could TP
Yeah.
there, yes.
Yeah, no, TP here. I would say TP first here. Yeah. I already have it. Right there.
Draw it perfectly though. Draw it down more.
Okay.
Draw it to where price is now.
Okay. Let me mark this out.
Down.
Yeah, I got it.
If the 5-minute closes above that, we should just keep pumping.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like the next value in the break. Or this might be a break even / TP one.
Hey, real quick for the Instagram. Let me put this up. All right. Give me a sec. Type 1 if you guys just took that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Type 1 if you would be able to take that on your own with no guidance from your rival. Two.
Nice.
Type 2 if you're coming to my LA event on Friday. Y'all better pull up. If you're in LA and you generally can't pay the money, then just DM me. I'll tell you where to come. Yes, but I'm trying to make it like a premium. I don't want more than people there. So we're stalling at this trend line. We either need Horse to say something here to boost us over it, or something. We'll see. We just need an influx of volume to run this whole thing.
Yep. So the reason why longs here are so good is because remember, I just said the only reason why we'd be looking for shorts here to run this LRLR is if we close below the 5-minute. Did we do that? Clearly not, right? We held it, so order flow is still bullish here. Therefore, like this 30-second long was the A+ entry. We got in on like the A setup, right? If you're bullish here, you should have taken this. But yeah, this 5-minute should just continue to fly, right? And then get us to that last target. And as long as you're getting good risk to reward out of this, that's what matters here. So the risk to reward on this trade would have probably been, I probably would have cut the position, honestly, guys, if price would have inversed this 2-minute back down, even if we got the 5-minute. So we can kind of put our risk to reward to that and say like, okay, entry here, stop loss there. So for about 100 points, and then first TP at 128 up here, which we're about to hit. And that'll be over 1R. And then TP2 is like 2R up here. Okay. And maybe even higher, right? If we really start flying, we can get all the way back. That'd be like 3R and so on and so forth, right? This could be a 200 or 300 point play. Okay, but now, bare minimum to 1-to-1 is there. Go ahead.
As someone who's been trading for 8 years, I already know that shorts were terrible there no matter what happened. When I've ever taken that short, they're reliable to look at the take based off my own experience. I just turned 24.
I think I know the reason why Dodgy's saying that, and it's because the higher time frame doesn't align with the draw and liquidity, right? It's not a good higher time frame draw. So you want the higher time frame to align, and the higher time frame right here is just bullish for the draw. So also we have like the structure here to be bullish.
Yeah, and we have a smart money reversal at the bottom. Okay, we're in a market maker buy model. So the LRLR to the downside was irrelevant to me because the market maker model, the smart money reversal, and we have the LRLR at the top, and we're in that monthly fair value gap. So based on all those reasons, I would never have shorted there regardless.
Fire.
No, you didn't call the 1-minute long. We called the 5-minute long.
Yeah. We should have taken the 1-minute though.
Probably.
In hindsight. It's okay though. We got the 5-minute anyway. That was good enough. Basically just an order block play, to be honest. Order block plus IFEG there.
It was an order block plus IFG. Yeah.
Good discretion for sure. But yeah, does that all make sense for everyone that was looking for shorts?
We should blast up here, guys. I call this the domino effect. Right now, we should get a giant candle hitting the 28,059 in like the next two candles.
Yep.
Especially when we have war speaking.
Yep.
You're gonna see a top here.
Yep. So there's TP1 for those of you that are looking to take first profit, take some partials. That was how many points later? 130. So pretty nice trade. For sure, Dylan. I appreciate it. Wow. Couldn't have asked for a better stream.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm. I'll stream like this all the time. Not all the time. It's a little bit of a special event for FOMC. But if you'd like to see more of our streams, go join Dodgy and AM and wap.com/Dodgy'sDD, right? Or Dodgy's Dungeon. One of the two. And if you'd like to come check me out for PM, wap.com/NQReliable.
If you come into my stream and you ask for signals, I'm banning you.
True. True, true. Holy, we're about to hit that second TP now. Wow.
TP should hit.
Guys, I had a 500-point day today. Today was a good fucking day. And all of the points were called out pretty much in Discord.
All right, can I rebuttal that statement, Reliable?
Yes, go for it.
If you see your favorite Firu on Instagram saying, "Oh my God, we had 500-point day today," are the points relevant to anything? For all my people trying to buy Discords, does it matter if could there be a better trader that's up 100 points today versus 500 points? Yes, points do not matter. What matters? What would be more meaningful if Reliable told us he's up what?
10R?
RR, risk management.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the point sounds cooler, this is how gurus and Furus will sell their Discords. And that will, you're going to go on Instagram and, oh, this guy's up 500 points. I'm going to join his Discord. So what Reliable's doing is he's doing a little marketing right now, right? So he's trying to get people to join his PM. And he's saying, I'm up 500 points because it sounds more, it just sounds more salesy, right? If I tell you I'm up 4R for the day, would you try to join my stream? No, you'd be like, oh, he's up 4R. This kid's a nerd. He doesn't know what he's doing. But if you do 500 points, oh yeah, 500 points. That's a big number, right?
All right. Let me silence the hate real quick. I'm up 500 points today. Trade number 1, I caught 6R all the way down to my runner. Trade number 2, I caught 5.5R all the way up to my runner. This trade I caught about 0.8R. So today I'm up probably almost 12R. And later today on Instagram, you'll be seeing me take a payout from Tradeify. So you guys need any more proof?
That is better. It sounds more boring, but it's better. All right. So those are the people's swaps and stuff you want to be joining. People who talk in terms of RR, not points. I got to teach you guys brand scaling as much as I got to teach you trading, because then you know how to follow or not.
Did I hold that runner through FOMC? No, I sold it. But yeah, that would have been crazy. I would have been up.
Now, Reliable.
A lot.
Reliable, let me ask you another question, all right? Type 1 if you think Reliable held this whole position the full 6R.
No, I will tell you exactly how much R I made on the trade. I risked on this position. I risked on the. Oh my God. He's giving me the hardest time ever, man. All right, let me figure this out. So on the trade, I made $1,350 per account. And I risked I risked 380. So 1350 divided by 480 is 2.8R. And then on the other trade from last night, I took that trade with 5 micros and I made, was it 800, I think, per? Let me check to see how much I risked.
So
What
you
trade
can
was
see
it?
it now went from a 6R to a 2.3R. Do you guys see how it's
Wait,
trying to do
wait,
salesy again?
wait. Let's see. So this one, I risked 260 and I made 800. So 800 divided by 260 is 3R. So okay, I'm up like 6.5R today, guys. Okay, there's the final answer after
Oh, there we
everything.
go. There we
6.5,
go. There
okay?
we go.
Just let me LARP, man. Just
Now,
let me LARP in peace, please. I don't have a Huracan. I have RR, all right?
now, do you see how do you see how I try to sell people now
Mm-hmm,
based off
mm-hmm,
what I say? Because I do the same thing, right?
mm-hmm.
So I'll say I'm up 10R, but I'm really up 10R now. It's like 5R, but I hold a runner.
Sure.
So does everyone know who to follow and who not to follow now? Now, in all relevancy, does any of that actually matter, or does it matter if you just find a model that works for you, no matter who you follow?
True.
What do you think? What do you guys think? Does it really matter, or should you maybe try to trust your own gut and find a model that works for you? Yeah, only what you do actually matters. So who cares what me and Reliable say, okay? But
Yep.
you guys understand how marketing and day trading works now? Do you see how we sell people? I
Mm-hmm,
wonder if you
mm-hmm.
understand. I'm breaking you guys out of the matrix. All right. All right. That's gonna be a lesson with me today. And I just got filled there, guys. So I'm all out my long there. Beautiful.
Wow.
I'm gonna post it in trade recaps. Everyone better respond and react to this.
Did I record my entry? I mean, I have the executions for it. I'm just holding. But yeah.
All right, I'm about to get a peanut butter glass smoothie with honey.
For marijuana?
Yep. What the
Alrighty.
hell?
Well, hopefully you guys made some money today, even if you didn't win an account. Obviously, there was a lot of opportunity this afternoon, so. Yep. Is this re-entryable? You're kind of entering after all the buy-side draws have been hit, so I'd say no.
Oh,
But
no.
yeah, we're gonna
If
give
you
away
enter
one
now,
more account.
you're a what?
Oh,
If you
what
enter
is
now,
it?
you're called a what?
A donut. A baked good. A
Donut. Right?
pastry.
You're called a sprinkly donut.
Hey, I gotta come up with my own one. I was thinking about tart. What do you think about tart? Or idiot sandwich?
No, it's got to be 2 syllables. It's got to be 2 syllables. Idiot sandwich is an original.
Hmm. I don't know. Honey bun? Hmm. How much do you think you should risk per trade on a 50K? It depends. Eval or funded. Eval like 400 to 500. Funded like 150 to 200. Kind of depends. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, for sure, guys. At this point, if you were just looking for like signals here, there's probably not going to be any more, to be honest. But as far as education, we're still going to be doing that. We still have the giveaway, so if you guys want to hang out for that, I'm going to give away one more account. But yes, Dodgy's absolutely right. I am LARPing a little bit. Did I capture 500 points? Yes. Did I get a good amount of RR today? Yes. Was it 13 with the runners? No. It was like 7. But in the grand scheme of things, how much RR do you think you need to make a month in order to be profitable and like have a living income? What do you guys think the answer is? It's like 10. All you need is like 10R a month and like 5 accounts. and you can make 100K per year after your profit split with the prop firms. So if I'm making 7R in one day, I almost just made my entire monthly income in a single day. How much is 1R? $200. So the entry was based off of the 5-minute order block and 5-minute inverse of these gaps on the left, plus momentum, plus obvious LRLR above. Here was kind of the LRLR that you could mark out, right? Mike, it sounds like you just have an experience issue, so you just have to, forward test more and get some more experience under your belts that your psychology is a little better. Can you do a breakdown of figuring one's personal R? So yeah, so if you're trying to figure out how much to risk on a trade, I would recommend looking at the Kelly criterion calculator. And this calculator tells you how much you should be risking given your drawdown, okay? So like, let's say we're looking at a $2,000 gambling bankroll, but in this case, it's our drawdown. We're looking at 1-to-1 odds offered, and we're looking at a win rate of like, let's say like 60%, maybe 55% conservatively, okay? Let's see. They're saying, Kelly criterion, your risk should be about 319, and then half your risk for that should be about 150, okay? So that's how you get the 150 figure. You want to risk about half Kelly whenever you're trading, right? And you want to give yourself like a reasonable percentage, like a not something that would be like best case scenario, right? You want to give yourself some wiggle room. But yeah, go react to the trade recap. I'll do one for PM too. So yeah, banger. Felt so far behind when Dodgy started. No, don't feel so far behind. If I had to guess, I have been trading for the last 2 years at least 4 hours a day. Okay, on average. 4 times 250 is 1,000. So I have 2,000 hours in trade experience in the last 2 years alone, but I've been trading futures for 3 and options for even longer than that. First year of trading for futures was probably similar, probably 1,000. So I have 3,000 hours there in trading futures. Options, I probably have another 1,000 hours collectively. So I'm at 4,000 hours trading alone. And then I probably have another 1,000 hours backtesting. So in total, I probably have almost 5,000 hours of experience trading, which is only halfway to mastery. You got more Fortnite hours? I have more Fortnite hours than trading hours right now. I have probably 7,000 hours on Fortnite, but I used to be a professional. I used to play Fortnite professionally. Yes, we will do the giveaway. What's the best backtesting site? I think TradeZella, since FX Replay isn't that good. How many earnings do I have on Fort? On in-game tournaments, I have, I think, 6,000. From scholarships and tournaments that I won through that, I have about 40K in earnings from that. So almost 50K total in earnings. I've also been flown out to tournaments in Vegas and that kind of thing. But yeah, that was just like when I was like under 18. I kind of stopped playing Fortnite once I became an adult, but yeah. Was it worth it? No. If I did my earnings divided by the amount of hours I have on the game, I think I was like don't even make minimum wage. Yeah, I mean I made like $7 an hour, so don't play professional video games. Not worth it. How many earnings do you have? Like I said, like 7,000 in game, like 40,000 from scholarships and that kind of thing, and then another miscellaneous earnings from like tournaments and that kind of thing from IRL tournaments. What season was my prime? I made it to FNCS finals in season X. Was my gamer tag almost reliable? What do you think of the new? I don't play Fortnite anymore. But yeah, I made it. I got to like top 30 in World Cup several times, like in the qualifiers, and I have like a bunch of really good placements. My best ever placement, I think, was 10th in a cash cup. So I used to be that guy. I used to know how to play. I got a few clips on the Twitter from back then. What servers did I play? NA East. So the second most competitive behind Europe. That is not me, Martin. Need to see some clips. Yeah, maybe when we're not like focused on trading, we can show some clips. But yeah, for right now, guys, we're probably just gonna pull back to the unfilled 15 or 5-minute gap that we left behind. And then we'll probably just see the remainder of the longs play out. But yeah, that was a good TP2. You should be down to a runner at this point. How many of you guys held all the way to the TP2? Because you should have. When is my next meetup? I don't know. I'll plan it for sure. What's the best partner I played with? I played with Merkin AV back in the day. I played with Lol Sampa. 1080. At one point I played with Unknown for a bit, but we were just like trying out, like seeing if it worked. I played with Bully. You guys know WYD Bully, I think, was his gamer tag at the time. And then there's a couple other people that got like really good after they played with me. Oh god, but they weren't that good at the time. I forget what his name was, but he got really high placements in cash cups. I just don't remember. But yeah, this is just gonna keep printing until we probably get to that Asia high, and then after that, I'd probably be done. Is trading on mobile as a beginner stupid? Not necessarily. There's a lot of people that trade on mobile. Trading during news gets you banned on some prop firm accounts, but FOMC press conference isn't one of those news events, so you can still trade during it. What do I think of Top Step X? I think it's fine. I mean, there's been issues in the past, but I think it's been fine for a while. So let me close down that because that's not really relevant anymore. And yeah, let's just see us hit that last target. Any reason why NQ over ES? I like NQ's price movement and risk management opportunity more. Do I recommend for taking the payout or taking your time to build a buffer? I say build to a buffer of about 2K before taking your first payout on a 50K account. What if I'm at 1800? I've been trading my first funding for 3 months. You can take the payout. Just take like 800 out instead of the full amount. What do I think of Blue Guardian or Funded Futures Family? I don't know enough about them, and I have a hard time trusting any prop firms, especially what happened to me with Alpha Futures. I got $6,000 in profit wiped away from the premium accounts, and that kind of left a stain on any other prop firms. And their CFD, yeah. So I would stick with the other firms if you haven't maxed those out yet. Tradeify, Lucid, Apex, TPT, that kind of thing. MFFE was CFD, but they switched over to just strictly futures, I think. Oh wait, 30-second short missed it. Yeah, 30-second short might have been okay, especially with the SMT there, but I probably am still interested in just the longs here. Would I re-enter this to the Asia highs? Probably not. But yeah, it looks like we're going to come to that 15 minutes. So maybe that 30-second short would have been good down to there. This was actually probably an A+ pattern trade, to be honest. Wow, that printed. That's definitely going to hit the 15. We talked about that, though. I said we needed to pull back to the 15. You guys don't really want to take shorts like this most of the time unless we're expecting a reversal. And do we have delivery right now to give us that reversal? I don't really think so. So I wouldn't really be anticipating it. I mean, maybe this 5-minute here, but usually you need something better than that. I think this was just more of okay, you know, we've overextended a lot. We should probably get a pullback. No, JS, if you hadn't gotten to the payout threshold, you just lost your account and it was just gone. I mean, I got the account refunded, but it doesn't matter because I still lost the money that was in there. Yeah, I have it somewhere. Let me find it, Bexy. So this is kind of one that I have. It's a good PDF. But yeah, A tier, B tier, C tier. So if you want to screenshot that, that's kind of a good one. This is old though. Have I done the last giveaway? No, I haven't done the last giveaway. Made some run in the 30-second. Nice. Yeah, that was a good short. This was A+ for sure. The long was A+. Sorry, I've been distracted all stream, guys. I apologize. it's been hard to keep up with questions and watching price and whatever. Usually 2 to 4. Today we got like 2 entries at least. This 30-second short and the long down here. So I'm just gonna mark these out. We'll say that these were the 2 plays you should have taken today. Okay, we'll do like, I think that was the 5-minute or 15-minute, right? Yeah. Okay. Game stream at dodgy. Oh, I did not mean to press enter there. Here are the 2 plays you should have taken during PM today. Here is the execution for the trade I took. 5-minute inverse plus OB to run liquidity. Sold for consistency. Okay. There's that. I got home late. There's going to be another opportunity. I think that was it. So we got our long to run out buy side, and now we've gotten our retracement. I don't think we're going to get a full on sell model. So yeah, I think that's it for today for PM. But the good news is, if you guys subscribe to my Instagram, or not subscribe to my Instagram, follow my Instagram or subscribe to my YouTube, you can be entered into a giveaway that I'm doing for 1 more Lucid Flex account. Okay? So we will do that shortly. But in the meantime, we'll just continue to watch price come down here. All right. Don't start spamming chat, please. You said 2 to 4 trades per week. Yep, 2 to 4 wins or losses per week. So we get more trades, but they're break even, so I don't count them. You can copy trade 5 Lucid Flex accounts at once. Dude, I wish I would have been able to buy more accounts, but I've been so distracted by stream today. This short is looking pretty good. This 30-second from the top, that was A+. What's the difference between A+ tier equal highs / is equal lows versus C tier? So side by side equal highs and lows are C tier, and then A tier equal highs and lows are going to be ones that form at swing points. So for example, imagine these were equal highs here. You see how they both form at like an obvious swing point that leads to like a sell model? This is where you'd like have A+ equal highs. You want them to form at the swing because a lot of the orders, like a lot of the entries are going to have their stop losses at the highs and lows here. What's the purple zone? What purple zone? The fair value gap that I had drawn, maybe? Or this? Oh yeah. So this is really cool for those of you guys that don't have like a fair value gap indicator. Apoff, who's a member here, made this indicator, and this shows you unfilled fair value gaps. So instead of having to mark them out manually, it just marks it out for you automatically. Pretty cool. We'll give them some love for that, I guess. We just passed previous day midpoint. How far do you think we'll retrace? I think we could probably retrace to OTE of the dealing range here. And then if we sell off through that, then we'll probably dump. But if you're interested in the indicator, I just put the link in the chat. It's in the chat, FVG matrix. 15-minute inverse would probably be bearish here, not going to lie. Also, I'm expecting Dodgy to join shortly and gloat about his exit because, of course, he would. But here's another good example of like a scenario where you can like hold a runner and then cut if price goes against you. When we get this A+ 30-second IFG entry short, would it be smart to like hold the position, or would it be better to cut the trade? Why was it A+? SMT at the high, 3-candle V shape, obvious unfilled gap below. Yeah, it's probably best to cut there, right? Because you don't want to try and fade an A plus IFG short after price takes buy side, right? But yeah, I've called out so many things today, guys, between all my socials that like there's just no way you're not green today. Today was one of the easiest days of price ever. For my 25K funded, if the buffer is 26,100, how much balance should I have before I take a payout? Probably 27. Maybe like 26.5. You want to take a $500 payout? 26.6. But I'd probably just go for 27 and take the $1,000 payout. What's my X account name? I think it's Almost Reliable or NQ Reliable. Yeah, appreciate it, Equalize. Okay, so we came back kind of to OTE here. Tapped into that last gap in the leg on the 3-minute, missed, or 4-minute, missed on the 3-minute, tapped it on the 5-minute. So I'd expect probably continuation longs to work here. Maybe if we got the 3-minute long, that could work. If we're still bullish. If we're bearish, then we're going to dump through that 5-minute. So here's where your condition should be. Okay, watch this 5-minute. If we break the 5-minute, we're bearish. Watch this 3-minute. If we break above that, we should be bullish to the highs again. How many monitors do I have? I have 6 monitors. I only use about 3 to 4 of them at a time, though. Why 3 and not the 4? Because the one graphics card I have doesn't have enough ports for 4. Don't remember why, though, exactly. But yeah, I have 2 PCs. Oh, why the 3? Why? Oh, because the 4-minute is what got tapped, not the 3. I'd be looking at the 5, though. The 5 is what you should pay attention to. Just copy trade them both, Tristan, the funded and the eval. Like whenever you take a funded play, take it on eval because a funded play should be 100% on eval, and then trade the eval after you take your funded play. So if you take like a nice win, so you can get your day of 150, just swap to the eval and trade that for the rest of the day. That's what I would do. Have I taken anything yet? Yeah, I took the long. I took the 5-minute long. Posted the execution forwarded trade recaps. Okay. Is taking a woman in IFG right now, if we get it bad, I would only be looking at this 3-minute inverse. Or if there's a 5-minute forming, I guess that. But yeah, probably the 3-minute long here or the 5-minute short. I probably wouldn't take a 1-minute. I want to learn and understand more. Can I watch all recordings of yours and Dodgy streams or any more advice? Yeah, there's a lot of there's my playlist on my YouTube that have a lot of the recordings and stuff. And then Dodgy has his boot camp. 3-minute rejection block inside OT. Any good? I don't see a rejection block personally. That's just me. I could be wrong. There might be one. I'm just not seeing it. Because that's what we do whenever we run LR Larfin. Do you ever use discretionary break even? I do, and I have a video coming out later this week that details how to do it, how to use it. What's your advice if you missed everything today? Go back to the drawing board. There was way too many setups to miss everything today. Yeah, appreciate it, Wellen. I at the beginning of my journey, I learned the 2022, and then along my journey, I studied the 2016. All right, are we ready to do the last giveaway for today? I think we're close enough on the YouTube, right? I mean, where are we at? 944, close enough. Okay, you guys don't have to spam. I'm gonna real quick pick one person If you're in the chat, good luck. That one. MRay2854. MRay2854. He is a PM Street member, so I like that. I like that. I like that. Nice. Congrats, man. That's the giveaway. Congrats. I think that was the first PM member I gave an account away to. I think Snails was a blue member, and the other person was a premium. Yeah, so Snails was blue. Okay, perfect. So I gave one premium account away to a premium member, one account away to a free member, and one account away to a PM member. That worked out quite nicely. Continuation short on the 30-second. Yeah, potentially delivering out of the 5-minute here. Yeah, if we're going to be bearish, we should inverse this, and then that should work. And it kind of makes sense. We're in a sell model now, so we shouldn't really see this inverse if we're going to be bullish. I'm out of accounts to trade today. I've made too much money, so I don't know what to do now. But yeah, this 30-second short should work. So there's the inverse there. The only problem is the draw you're targeting for the initial break even isn't that good, but I mean I like the momentum. It should work. For PM streams, do you show executions live? Not really. I kind of say though when I'm getting in or when I think a setup is good. So, but I don't really show my executions. I don't think you're allowed to. I think that like gets you in trouble with the FTC. But yeah, this would be the idea for that short. So break even when we hit the low because we'll be hitting a low inside of fair value gap. Another reason why I like it is because these are kind of relative equal lows here. So there's the break even if you took that. Nice little short there. And then hopefully this just keeps knifing. Next thing you should be looking for is the inverse of the 5-minute gap, right? And then we'll just be looking for the low down here, okay? So this is kind of like a nice little wick to target. I'm going to sneeze. Thankfully, I saved your ears. You're welcome. Hero. Hero shit, right? You should do a 7-day free trial. Sorry, I don't sell things to broke people. That's the truth. If you want to be here and getting information, this is your free trial. But after today, you're going to have to pay $50. Sorry. What is up? Oh, wait, give me a sec. Oh, he's munching. How you doing, man? We're in this 30-second.
That's decent.
Yeah. Fingers crossed we get the 5-minute inverse and we're just good to go. So we'll
So
see.
there's an example, guys, of over trading, right? So typically, as a trader, I'm just kidding.
Check out this 30-second. This one was nice at the top too. Look at this.
SMT or no?
Yeah, SMT. Yep. Unfilled gap below for the target. I liked it.
Vanilla air, not air one.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone who's here in LA who can come to my event Friday, and you're poor and you can't pay the money.
Dude, I actually looked at flights using points, and it would be like 80,000 points for me to show it.
No, not worth it.
Yeah.
Dude, should I do an event in Chicago?
Yes, I will go to that if you do
Will you
that.
go there?
Yes. Yeah. I can give you the building that I used. It was just a WeWork. It was really cheap.
Well, I need like space for like 50 or 60 people. Probably.
There's enough space. They have like a community space, and then they have some other stuff. There's also the event space that WAP used, which has a nice rooftop, and they have like pool tables and stuff, and that would be enough space for 50 or 60 people. I can send that over to you too.
Is there a projector and can I live trade?
I don't think so. But it's a cool space. It would be cool for like a hangout maybe after. The WeWork would have a projector though. If not, you could always rent a space at like a hotel. Like the Hyatt Regency, they have a bunch of conference centers. So lots of options. By the way, this short's about to print, guys. Holy, hopefully you took that. Wow. Honestly, you can partial there. Reliable TP. There's an SMT at the low.
That's all good, Togi. You're in, Colin, for what? The LA or Chicago?
Wow,
I'm
dude.
sure. Okay.
What a banger. Dude, this might go. We might come all the way back to here, maybe. This is kind of moving.
Yeah, we
So
will.
there's TP1.
I wouldn't take TP here, guys. Do not take TP here. If you take TP here, you're an idiot.
Okay. We're inside of an hourly fair value gap, but sure. Yeah, don't take TP.
Wait. Wait. Actually, maybe take TP. I didn't see that.
That's funny.
Wait. Yeah, I did not do that. All right, maybe take partials here, then hold to the LLR possibly. To the TP box. Oh, jeez.
Holy. What? This might be the best PM stream ever. What do you guys think?
At least it was a two-stage delivery.
Yep.
Why am I getting those? Remember his exclamation earlier in two-stage deliveries. If we go down, we'll usually take back the whole move. If we go up, we'll take back the whole move.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll do, Meow. How much is my Discord? $50. Dodgies is 100.
Reliable. You should make yours 200 after the stream.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know, guys. This might be the last week to get in when it's still 50. I don't know. All right, guys. Here, I'll say what Dodge is thinking right now. All right, so whenever you want more people to join whatever you're selling, you put a timeline on it so that they're more enticed to.
Yeah, exactly.
What's my
Someone
biggest
asked,
month?
how do you know that you didn't overtrade being up 6R? Can you answer that, Reliable?
Because there's still good draws and liquidity on the chart. So as long as there's good draws, I keep trading. I don't listen to that. Oh, I only take one trade a day thing. That's just silly. Because then you miss out on days like today.
Can be very dangerous. That could be very dangerous.
We're all different traders. I don't know. If there's good draws on the chart, I keep trading. If the price action is good, I keep trading.
I keep trading with profits. I don't keep taking full size plays.
Oh yeah, duh. But you know, the question was, do I keep trading? I mean, risk management is one thing, but
yeah. That can be a dangerous game. Does anyone know why that can be a very dangerous game and what you just said?
I have like one idea, but I don't think it's the same like what you're looking for. It has to do with psychology though.
Yeah. Why is that a dangerous game?
You start seeing things where they're not there. Like you start like forcing setups. You start
Exactly.
That was. I mean, maybe if you're like inexperienced, but I don't know. I feel like when you've been doing it for long enough, you kind of.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you're just gonna start trying to make stuff up. You're like, oh, I'm up 10K for the day. I'm gonna keep going, and you're gonna make up draws that aren't even there.
Yeah.
And it can really play with you. So
yeah, that's
just
fair.
be careful.
That's fair.
You should know. You would know best yourself if you should do that or not. But
Yeah. I only took 3 trades today at the end of the day, so it's not like I'm over trading. I just ordered a lot of things. I think this was my best alert though. This 1 minute inverse. This was crazy to run the LRLR. This is what I tried texting you about.
I saw.
Yeah. It should work.
Dude, my mentor. So for you guys who don't know, my mentorship, bro. Some of the students are like, "Oh, I feel like I haven't learned anything." Dude, my whole mentorship the last 3 months has been in the daily range, and we're finally just getting good price action again. And I feel so bad, bro, because they joined my
Yeah.
mentorship at the complete wrong time.
Yeah. This 30-second call out is going to be for 225 points if it hits this low, by the way. Holy shit.
Yeah, we should. We should.
This is like a 300-point PM at least.
Do you see why I would have only partialed there and not taken full TP now, everyone? But I would not have not taken full TP because we did it an hourly.
Yep.
But I would have held runners there for sure because of LRLR.
Yep. Yep.
So I point if you see that and why I would have partial but not taken full TP where Reliable had it initially.
Probably like
Or would have
half.
taken partial. Yeah, I would have taken half off, and now I trail my stop at that first TP.
Yeah, that like high there. Yeah, that makes sense. I always draw my risk tool to like whatever the first TP is, and then I extend it later
Yeah.
because I don't
Alright,
check
yeah.
everything. It's too quick.
Colin, so you joined my Discord, which was $100 a month, and you're saying you don't know how to leave a partial or leave a running. Is that what I'm hearing? Again, it's gonna be a learning lesson. It's okay if you don't. Okay, ready? So Colin, let me ask you a question. Let's say you're in 5 contracts on TradingView. Do you know how to just sell 4 of them? If you're in a buy in 5 contracts, okay, you now you do a sell limit at the top for 5 contracts, but click that number and change it to 4. Now you will still be in 1 contract. That's called a runner. And then you can sell the last contract whenever. Does that make sense? Yeah, there you go. Hopefully you got it. Pretty simple stuff. What is a runner? A runner is like a when you're on the road and there's a runner next to your car or something like that.
Hmm.
Dude, I'm gonna get back and all the kids are gonna be like, "Ah, my TP hit, my TP hit."
Nice.
You just started learning about SMPs. Dude, I'm outside like 120 or 117. I have
Mhm.
125 slides. Dude, we get to the SMT side. I'm like, oh God, I can make 200 slides on this.
True.
Like, it's just insane how much information I can talk about.
That's how I feel about videos right now. Like when I first
Exactly. So if you short 5 micros, you can hit the buy button in the top left and change the quantity to like 3, and you can only buy 3 back. That means you'll still be in 2.
Yep.
That means you only get out 3. You'll still have 2 contracts left. What were you saying, Reliable?
Oh, I was just saying that's how I feel about like making content. Like there's so many things I could talk about that I like couldn't figure out what to talk
Yeah.
about, and eventually I just started picking one and just talking about it. Whatever was relevant from the day is what I found as easiest to talk about.
All right, I'll see you later. Answer that guy's question. What are the influences on last trade?
Sure. Okay, confluences on the last 30-second trade here were IO Fed reaction from the 5-minute gap above, clear bearish market maker sell model. Another one was the fact that if you look at the dealing range we were in, we tapped 50 and then we inverse the gap lower. If price was going to react to the last gap in the leg and react off 50, we would never inverse this gap lower. So what does that tell me? Price should probably head lower here. Another reason why this trade was good is because the break even was pretty good. We had relative equal lows at the break even. And we had LRLR down here ultimately to target plus the unfilled hourly. So lots of reasons to kind of take this position. And then at this point, since we've kind of made this inverse back up, I would just cut the whole thing. I wouldn't try and hold a runner to that last low. For some reason with LRLR, like hitting the last low is like impossible. We'll usually run like almost all of the legs and then like we'll miss like the last 1 or 2. So kind of the confluences there. Talked about him in live time and said it was a really good trade when it formed. So I assume a lot of people that were still here took it if you were looking for trades. This Dodgy, this is reliable, but Dodgy was just here. Yeah, we hang out. What can we expect from today's Asia session? I don't know. we do have earnings after hours, guys. So we have Microsoft and we have Meta. So that should be probably something that'll give us a data wick here. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. What would you say is your average RR per trade during PM session? I actually have the statistics for it. I think it's like 1.6 or 1.7 R for a winning trade. So pretty good. Yep. We'll catch you later. Usually per week, we take 2 to 4 trades per week. Today alone, we took 3 trades, though. 3 winning funded plays. New Lucid accounts? I don't know. Have a DLL set, though. Am I going live for Asia today? No, I'm done. I need a break. I've been making content all day. I've been streaming all day. I'm kind of going a little crazy, so I'm probably just going to take a break. But maybe in the future, I'll do an Asia stream or something. You definitely will be able to trade full-time for 30 or 40 years. But hopefully it doesn't take you 30 or 40 years to retire. My goal is to be done trading within the next 10. So awesome, Colin. Dang, Xerix, that's tough. I don't normally go live for Asia. I just I saw a trade last night and I liked it. So what am I gonna do then? I'm probably gonna start my own business, or I don't know. How long did it take for me to become profitable? I don't know. I'll probably just do real estate and just like travel a lot. I don't know. Do I have a business in mind? Maybe like car washes. My family has always been in the car wash business, so maybe I'll do that. Do you trade differently on AM compared to PM? No, I trade the same. Stream Asia and I'll join the channel for sure. What is the difference between your strategy and Dodgy's? Nothing really. We're pretty similar. Car wash. Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah. But no, I have no idea. Probably something brick and mortar, maybe do real estate. I don't know. Something that can build me generational wealth. I mean, obviously trading can too. So if I build generational wealth from just trading, then I won't have to do that. But I don't know. I always want to be doing something. So, and I like entrepreneurship. I kind of like what Dodgy's doing. But yeah, there's final TP. So if you cut there, that's kind of unlucky because it looked like we were just pulling back to that last 5-minute gap, and then that's what finally caused us to dump. So I guess I should have checked that, but wow, that was pretty insane. Am I live in AM or PM? So I do 1 free AM stream a week, Yasser, but I am live in PM most days. Yeah, for sure, DP. I actually have my mom's best friend's husband is a contractor. That's what he does for a living. He builds neighborhoods and stuff. So I'll probably link with him, but I appreciate the advice, man. Is PM Live always free? No. This is a one-time thing for FOMC. I just thought about being extra nice today because I've been getting a lot of support on my social media channels. So we called out 3 trades today. They were all winners. PM's probably up over like 300 points at least. I don't even know. From the call outs, we had the 5-minute here. And then we had the 30-second, which is still printing. And between these 2 trades, 194 on the first one. This one was 220, so 400 points there. And if you count just the trades in PM, I mean, this trade is still running. This was 400. So this could have been potentially 600 points today in PM. So this was pretty crazy day. But that's FOMC for you. So ran out that last low. How much does PM cost? PM is $50 a month. I try and provide like $2 in value per day. That's why it's priced at $50. And I think it's a great deal. You get a lot of educational value and you get a lot of trades. So yeah, if you guys are looking for something that fits better with your schedule, you're looking for an opportunity to learn more, or maybe you're just looking for a little bit more community in your life, I think PM is a great option for you. What was that short A+? The short was A+ because we had really, really nice delivery to the left on the 5-minute, and we had the SMT at the high, and it was a 3-candle V shape. So just really, really nice pattern trade. How do we get into your stream? Yeah, you just go to wap.com/nqreliable, or you can go to this Discord channel, and there's multiple options for subscribing there. Monthly is $50, yearly is $500. and lifetime I believe is $750 right now. So if you'd like to pick up lifetime, it's a pretty good deal. That way, you'll never have to pay for PM again. And I've already been running PM stream for almost 2 years now, so anyone that subscribed for lifetime from the very beginning has already gotten plenty of value out of it. How late do I stream? I usually stream every day from 1:30 to 4. I will stream probably for the lifetime of the stream, whenever that is. I don't know about 2050, but probably another 10 years. So at least, probably longer. It's still a lot of value. You're what, $70 a year and you get access to my streams? It's pretty good. I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for joining me today and for supporting me. Like I said, subscribing to my Instagram, expect to get a lot more value there. So, I don't think I have anything else. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we should keep trading today, or do you think we got enough value out of today? I think Dodgy will change to order flow. Hell no. Fahrenheit, how long have you been subbed monthly at this point? Dude, if you've subbed for long enough, I might just give you lifetime, but keep that on the hush hush. We'll talk. How much is long enough? I don't know. I have to go back and look. Forget I said that to everyone, but yeah. Aches, didn't you just join like this week? But yeah, I try and provide enough value anyway for free, so you don't even have to be a member if you don't want to. I just, LARPing and that kind of thing, How do we buy yearly? I can only see monthly. So in the Claim PM Access channel, there's multiple different checkout links. What used to happen to me before is I'd have people that accidentally bought the yearly and lifetime. So yeah, obviously Fahrenheit. Yeah, Walter. So here, let me see if I can just show you on the Discord here. Can you see my screen? No, probably not, right? Oh, hey. Hi, guys. All right, cool. So go to Claim PM Access. It brings you up with this channel, right? You have all your different options here, monthly, yearly, lifetime. Specifically click on this checkout link if you want the yearly option. And then that's about it. Okay. Do I have a girlfriend? Yes, I have a girlfriend of 5 years now. It's about time I did something about that. Look at ICT executions. He had a good day today. You don't do AM streams anymore? I do a free AM stream on YouTube usually once a week. Rate us. It is completely up to you. Whatever you think would be a better investment for your life, do that. Also, holy shit, this short printed. You trade when you're not streaming as well? Sometimes, yeah. Okay. Don't buy the cow if you're getting the milk for free, brother. Yep, that's what they say. That's what they say. Holy shit, what a dump. Is anybody still holding a runner on the short? Holy shit. All right. I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you guys for making this one of the best streams ever. I will upload the stream to my YouTube, and the stream should just upload automatically. So if you guys want to go back and look at any of the things we talked about today or any of the trades, it'll be there. But yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and I will catch all of you tomorrow. Goodbye.